Let's talk the MVP ladder, and this is going to be the last topic of the show. MVP ladder, this is updated. The Kia NBA MVP 2024-2025. I just did a show and a video on this exact thing. And there's been some movement in the MVP ladder. Let's take a look at that movement. Let's see who is where they should be, and let's see, maybe there's some people who should be kind of moved and switched around. All right, so the first thing I want to say is these are absolutely the best 5 players for MVP considerations. This list is correct. Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Nikola Jokic. These are your 5 legitimate MVP candidates. I don't have a problem with those 5 guys. But if I'm going to pick apart the order of the sequence, they got Donovan Mitchell at number 5. My problem with Donovan Mitchell at number 5 is his team is enjoying more success than basically every other player on this list. Now, just because your team is doing better doesn't mean you deserve an MVP, but it's part of it. It's a piece of it, right? Your team's better because you are better, right? Donovan Mitchell has the Cavs in first place in the entire league, not just the Eastern Conference, the whole NBA. And every time the Cavs play the best teams in the NBA, he rises. He shines. He destroyed the Celtics the last time they played. He destroyed the Celtics the time before that. He had one bad game, I think, against the Celtics where he only scored like 18 points or 16 points or something. I forget. But mostly he's been killing the Celtics. Jason Tatum is on this list. And in my opinion, Donovan Mitchell outplayed Jason Tatum because he got the better outcome. And the reason the Cavs won was because of Donovan Mitchell. Those clutch shots at the end of the fourth quarter. So when Jason Tatum wasn't making the shots that the Celtics needed to win, Donovan Mitchell was making the shots they needed to win. How are you going to have Jason Tatum ahead of Donovan Mitchell? This shit doesn't even make any sense. Donovan Mitchell is a good defender. He is an elite scorer. He has a deep bag. He is a reliable shooter, and he is a leader. And the Cavs have the best record in the NBA, and it's because of him. Jason Tatum's Celtics on certain nights look weird. And sometimes it's Jason Tatum's fault. It's not that I'm expecting him to be perfect, but I'm just saying in some really crucial moments, Jason Tatum hasn't risen to the occasion as often as Donovan Mitchell has. People forget the first 2-3 weeks of the season, Donovan Mitchell was single-handedly winning games for the Cavs. Well, the Cavs ended up rounding out their team, and now Donovan only has to do that in spots where he has to just take over a game, but he does it when it's needed. And he's getting better results than Jason Tatum. What? Is it Jason Tatum's numbers that are more enamoring? All right, so let's take a look at some of these numbers for Donovan Mitchell. All right, Donovan Mitchell in terms of minutes played per game. Donovan Mitchell is averaging he's played 61 games, 60 games. He's averaging 31 minutes. He's shooting 45% from the field. So on 18 attempts, on average, he's shooting 38% from 3. He's got a 51% 2-point percentage. His free throw percentage is 82%. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.3 steals, 2 turnovers a game. We can't overstate how important it is to manage your turnovers because that's how your team loses possessions. He's averaging 24 points a game. I mean, they were ready to put LeBron in the top 5 for MVP, and he's averaging 25 a game. Look at the guys that I would put ahead of Donovan Mitchell. All right, so you got Joker's averaging 29 a game. Shai is averaging 33 a game. Giannis is averaging about 30.5 a game. Tatum's 27 a game. So is Tatum a more deserving MVP simply because he's scoring more points per game? I mean, he's got pretty nice rounded numbers. He's averaging almost 9 rebounds a game. He's got almost 6 assists a game. But he's inefficient in some instances. I don't want to make Jason Tatum look like a bad player. That's not my intention. But there's games where Tatum could have closed them out and he didn't. But Donovan Mitchell, in the games where he can close out, he does. I got Donovan Mitchell ahead of Jason Tatum. So that's where I have one problem. I think Donovan is more deserving than Jason Tatum. And again, the same thing with Giannis. I think Donovan Mitchell is more deserving than Giannis for the MVP. But check out these numbers from Giannis. Giannis is averaging 30.5 points a game. He's averaging 1.2 blocks, just under a steal, just under 6 assists, 12 rebounds a game. I think he's shooting, what is his three-point percentage? 18%. He's only taken one a game, so it's not a big deal. I don't want to hold that against him. He's playing about 34 minutes a game. He's played in 53 games. So Donovan Mitchell has been more available than Giannis. Donovan Mitchell has been in the lineup and ready to play more than Giannis. And again, Donovan Mitchell and his Cleveland Cavaliers are in a better position as a team, and I think it's because of Don. So I think Don should be third in this list. I think you can probably move Giannis and Jason Tatum fluidly between each other, 4 and 5. I think I'm going to put Giannis ahead of Tatum, personally. So I got Tatum at 5 because the Celtics are a good team and he's their best player. And he's always available and he's always carrying for that team. He does a lot. I just don't think Tatum has better outcomes than Donovan Mitchell. And then Giannis, I think the scoring, I think the defense, I think after the first few weeks of the season, the Bucks have kind of fixed and righted the ship, and I think Giannis he's the reason why. I don't know, that one's tough. Give me Tatum 5, give me Giannis 4, give me Donovan Mitchell 3. All right. Then to the last part. I think it's pretty clear, at least to me, I think it's pretty clear. It's SGA and Joker as the top 2 MVP candidates. One of those two are going to win it this year. I don't think anybody else can. Joker's numbers are otherworldly. It is crazy. Okay, first of all, the Denver Nuggets are 42 and 24. And if Joker doesn't play in some of those games, you know, we're having a very different conversation about the record of the Denver Nuggets. All right, so Joker, he is shooting 43% from 3. Crazy. In 36 minutes a game, right? I think it's him and Tatum. They're the only two that are averaging 36 minutes a game out of these candidates. So log in crazy minutes, shooting 43% from 3. I think he's shooting 62% from 2. His free throw percentage is almost 81%. He's averaging 13 rebounds a game. He's averaging 10.5 assists a game, 1.8 steals a game, 0.7 blocks a game. And he's under 4 turnovers, which most superstars in the NBA seem to be averaging just around 4 turnovers a game. Some are closer to 3.5. Joker's just under 3.5. He's at 3.3. Joker is the favorite to win the MVP. He's at 62%. Then you have SGA, whose team has the second best record in the NBA, the best record in the Western Conference, better than even the Nuggets, right? They're 54 and 12, and it's really been on the back of SGA. He's shooting 90% from free throw. He's averaging 5 rebounds a game, 6 assists a game, 1.8 steals, 1 block. He's only turning the ball over at a clip of about 2.6 per game, so very, very low turnover rate. And shout out to Jason Tatum for only averaging, like, what is he at? Like 2 point, what is this? His turnover, 2.9? Yeah, under 3. You guys know how I feel about taking care of the ball and ball security. I don't know, man. Shea's averaging 33 points a game. I think we got to give Shea a little bit more credit than 30% probability of winning the MVP. I mean, so Joker gets that crazy triple-double, 30, 20, and 20. I think he had like 21 rebounds, 21 assists or something. And he had 30 points. That is a crazy triple-double. But that's one game, and that doesn't exemplify the entire season. I don't know. I got SGA as the MVP. He's my MVP favorite. He deserves the MVP. Joker is amazing. And actually, I've been watching more Joker lately. His defense actually isn't that bad. The problem is some possessions he's just not playing defense. And I think it has to do with preservation and foul trouble and those kind of things. But Shea doesn't take those plays off. Shea is a point of attack defender. He's the front line of the initiation of the offense from the other team. And Joker, I'll admit it, Joker can actually play good defense. He just sometimes concedes layups to players because he doesn't want to get a foul. And he's probably just thinking, you know what, let him score, I'll go back and get mine. You know, it's probably what he's thinking. I don't know. But at a premium position, at the guard position, he's the league's top scorer with the league's second best record of any team. He's got all these great statistics. Now all of a sudden Joker leapfrogs him just because of that one crazy triple-double. I don't think that's warranted. I don't think that's how that works. In my opinion, I don't think that's how it works. I don't know. You guys can let me know. Drop me a comment. Tell me your thoughts and opinions.